Creating and issuing shares is a critical process for any corporation looking to raise capital, compensate employees, or facilitate growth. Understanding the mechanics and legal requirements of share issuance can save your company from costly mistakes and compliance issues. Before issuing more shares, you need to consider several important factors. First, determine how much capital you aim to raise. Next, verify how many shares your company is authorized to issue according to your incorporation documents. You should also decide what type of shares to issue and familiarize yourself with relevant federal and state regulations that govern the process. One crucial distinction to understand is between authorized and issued shares. Authorized shares represent the maximum number your company can legally issue, as specified in your articles of incorporation. Issued shares are those that have actually been distributed to shareholders. If you want to exceed your authorized limit, you must amend your articles of incorporation, obtain proper approvals, and file the amended documents with your state. The type of shares you issue significantly impacts shareholder rights. Common shares typically come with voting rights, but lower priority during liquidation. Preferred shares usually lack voting rights, but receive payment priority if the company sells assets or liquidates. Your choice between these options should align with your company's goals and investor expectations. Be aware that issuing new shares dilutes the ownership percentage of existing shareholders. When a company grows in size through new share issuance, current shares represent a smaller portion of the entire company, potentially reducing their value and the voting power they provide to their owners. To legally issue shares, your board of directors must first approve the issuance through a formal resolution. This document should specify the number and class of shares, the issuance price, and the intended recipients. You'll then need to prepare issuance documents, including stock subscription or purchase agreements, update your capitalization table, and possibly create share certificates. For companies issuing shares for the first time, the process begins during incorporation. You'll set the authorized share amount in your articles of incorporation, define share classes and their associated rights, and issue initial shares to founders or early investors through proper documentation. Several common mistakes can create legal and financial problems when issuing shares. These include issuing shares without proper board or shareholder approval, failing to update articles of incorporation when increasing authorized shares, non-compliance with securities laws, and inaccurate record keeping. Working with qualified legal counsel helps ensure all steps are followed correctly. After issuing new shares, your compliance responsibilities continue. You must update your capitalization table to reflect ownership changes, file any required forms with the Securities and Exchange Commission, submit state-specific securities notices, and maintain proper records for accounting and future due diligence. If your company's governing documents restrict new share issuance, these restrictions can typically be lifted with approval from at least 75% of shareholders through a special resolution. Board members must agree that all terms are equitable before proceeding with the issuance. Shares are officially issued when the new holders' names are added to the company's shareholder register. If the issuance increases someone's liability to the company, it must be done with that person's full consent to be considered valid. Understanding the share issuance process helps you make informed decisions about your company's capital structure while maintaining compliance with all applicable regulations. By carefully navigating these requirements, you can successfully issue shares to support your business objectives while protecting the interests of existing shareholders.